Hi guys, Bomber here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be looking at a deck which is the most efficient that I found out on the Singleton Gauntlet challenge. I did only, this is recorded after the Gauntlet is already completed, as you can see from the obtained Gauntlet Conqueror. But yeah, oh yeah, sorry, I should have kept the Diamond Season of Plunder because I think that's rarer to get. But anyway, I only lost like one time, so 1 losses and 7 wins. That's pretty good. And so yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at the deck first, and then we will show off one example matches, one of the example matches, and in particular the 7th win one. So that's the most exciting one. So, in this last fight, we're up against Robe 66. Given by the factions and the champions that is running, we're probably facing a control mid-range, not combo, control mid-range deck, with the Karim, which is pretty scary. Maokai as a control finisher, but so yeah, we want to pretty much be the aggressor. I kinda like Garen, even though it is not so aggressive. Garen is pretty much a bomb to have. Repost, yeah, it's very nice to take trades, but it's a bit expensive. Willing that, since it combos with the Garen, we probably should keep that. Okay, I do like the Iron Ballista for the aggressiveness, also the Fiora with the Willing that. We have 2 combos available. Okay, unfortunately, we didn't get a 2-drop, so our opponent is pretty, like, happy to go like this. Probably we should go for the Iron Ballista to block if needed, and then we will develop the Senna so that we can attack with both. We also have a Ranger Resolve if we need it, a Willing that, which is true that could synergize with the Garen and stuff, but if needed could save our tempo. He's already taking 8 damage because he has bad trades. So yeah, 8 damage is already a lot. Okay, Maokai. Yeah, probably will not block with both of those. So we are pretty happy to attack with both. Okay, he's taking so that he can diminish the damage that he's taking. You could even consider going for a Ranger Resolve, but it's probably best to keep it. So now we can go with the Fargaren. Okay. We can challenge that with the Lawrence Chevalier. If he goes for the Senna, we can save that with the Ranger's Resolve. I mean the Sapling. Okay. So we can save the Senna, and obviously we will. So let's see if he has something. He has not. Okay, so now we attack with everything. Wow, the Cunning Strike is very nice against the Maokai or the Neverglade Collector. But yeah, let's attack with everything. If he blocks the 4-1 with the Neverglade Collector, we can Willing Death with the Garen, so that the Garen already levels up. So that the next turn, since we will not be attacking, we can attack instead. Okay, let's see what he has. Detain. Okay, we can Culling Strike, so that his Detain basically is wasted, and he already takes 13 damages. That's a lot. Okay, and that's pretty much a good game at this point, really. I don't see how we can recover. Yeah, that will not save you. Anyway, let's play this out. Probably we should keep pushing with the Reckless Triferian. This will also give us more activators for the Trifarian Assessor to even win the value game if we will be playing that. Okay. Grizzled Ranger. Let's probably go for the Trifarian Assessor to find answers. Wow, that's insane. Unfortunately, we can't really play it yet. Let's probably go for the Garen. If he has some tricks, we can always willing that before that happens. Okay, we can even develop Fuhrer, I guess. The sapling doesn't... okay, so probably we should keep that so that the sapling doesn't get value. It really doesn't matter at this point, but if you want to play effortlessly, probably the War Chef is still fine, because we still keep 3 for the willing that. Okay, the 4-1, that's interesting, and not the Senna. Okay, so he changed his mind. I don't see anything at 1 mana that can save this trade, so yeah, let's push even further our advantage. Then next turn we can even go for Judgment. And that's a completely good game. Because even if he yields 3, we still blast him. Okay, let's probably attack first with this. The Overwhelm card is what should get the +1/+1 from the War Chefs. And the Garen first, because that would be what will judge. Because he has the more health, and so it's more difficult to remove. Okay, riposte. That's interesting, because he heals quite a bit. Probably we should have attacked first with the Overwhelm at this point. Yeah, that was kind of misplay. Not second, but yeah, second because of the War Chefs. So let's see what happens if we play the Judgment. Probably we still win. Yeah, we still win. Okay. So let's see if he has something. Like a Grasping of the Undying. Stuff like that. Yeah, that's probably the only thing that can save him. Or also the Whale. Yeah, okay. So that's a good game.
We did what was right.
So we did get our 7 wins on the Gauntlet. We also get our rewards, so let's go check them out. Okay, this is for the participation. And this is for the 7 wins. I don't know what I should keep, probably not this, but the most recent one, which is not yet here. Kinda interesting. Ah, it is on the bottom, okay. And but I don't know if it's better to show off the Diamond Season of Plunder. Probably this is more difficult to obtain, so I would probably still go with that. And since we are at it, we did unlock the champion capsule, so let's go for that. Wow, 2 champions, 2 Lee Sins. Wow, very lucky that I don't have both of them. Probably I do have already one. Don't know really, but yeah, very lucky to get 2 champions. Insane luck this evening. So, obviously the deck name is Singleton, Demacia, Noxus, Midrange, because we are running those 2 factions, and it is mostly a midrange deck. So let's take a look card by card. First of all, we're running Suitry of Cloudfield, very nice card to have on turn 1, 2, it's a pretty solid body. We are running only 2 1-drops, but because for those times when you get those, even if you don't play them on turn 1, but like to smooth out your curve, if you don't get on the first turn, probably on turn 3 you could go like a 2-drop and a 1-drop, so they help you to smooth your curve and be not really aggressive, but more like you can defend against aggressiveness in the first turn. And so yeah, as you can see by the stats line or the effects that they have, the Shield of the Cloudfield could possibly get a trade from a 1-2 or even a 3-2. So yeah, it's pretty versatile. Can like trade for bodies which are bigger than her, or take a value trade from bodies which are lower than her but of the same cost, like a 1-2. So yeah, pretty nice card to have for defensive purposes. It's also pretty aggressive, right? But you know, we are using it for to go for the 5-6 turns where we have the bombs. Then we have Fleet Feeder Tracker. I don't know why they don't show up. Okay, so it was a bit bugged, but now it's back on normal, as I was saying. So yeah, now you see the one mana 2/2. But anyway, then the Fleet Feeder Tracker is very nice because you can follow it up on the second turn, and it's very nice because this gets Challenger, so you can again remove like a 2-drop which has 3/2. So it's pretty nice, a nice defensive tool against aggressive decks. Then we have Ranger's Resolve. This is a very nice trick to have on 1 mana because this can give you multiple value. Like for example, if you are taking 2 trades which are normal trades and they are like perfect trades because you have the health as the opponent as the attack, the enemies that you are taking the trade of, then you can Ranger Resolve and you can save multiple bodies, so that your opponent has to take 1 additional removal or take 1 additional trade later on, so that you get a card advantage. And getting a card advantage for only 1 mana, which comes at burst speed, so that you can kind of get the most out of it, is very, very powerful, and so that's why we run the Ranger Resolve. Then we have Bright Seal Protector. A very, very nice body to have, 2 mana, 3/2, but even more important is that she gives barrier, so this can be played like aggressively. You can buy like for example Garen or whatever. This can also be played defensively, so that if your opponent sees that you have one of your allies with barrier, that will probably most of the times you will not even attack, so you get more time to get to the mid-range section of your deck, which is the most powerful one. Then we have the Legion Drummer, 2 mana, 3/2, support, give my supported ally quick attack. Very nice to give this bonus to bigger bodies, like for example again Garen or Darius even. Big bodies which have very nice high attack, so yeah, pretty nice body to have. Also 3/2 stat line, very, very solid. Then we have Illusion, very nice champion to have. Obviously you want to run as many champions as you can, because they are so much better most of the times than normal cards. So yeah, 2 mana, 3/2, quick attack, very, very nice body to have. If this ever levels up with 4 more allies is probably more common than the Senna, because we can only run 1, as obviously the challenge the Gauntlet provides. So yeah, we get a 4/3 which also has double attack, which is insane. But yeah, probably I think that Illusion is one of the only one with double attack, if not for the 7 mana 4/6 with double attack of Ionia, which is not competitive at all. So yeah. Anyway, single combat, very, very nice removal to have on Demacia. This can also trigger your Garen more times, or the Fuhrer. So yeah, you have those nice little synergies, but you can't really rely on them, really. It's mostly, yeah, just here, that if you get them, that's nice, but if not, it's still fine anyway. Then we have Trifarian Guardseeker. Very, very nice body. This can trade for just 2 mana for pretty much everything that your opponent is gonna be playing. Obviously this is not at fast speed or burst speed, even better, but yeah, the possibilities to like have a removal at 5 damage for only 2 mana is insane. And still, if your opponent doesn't want you to remove to make you remove one of his stuff, it still has to deal 1 damage to the Trifarian Guardseeker. So yeah, it's still a 1-for-1, and most of the time it is one of yours, which you don't care so much, at 2 mana, for something of theirs that they care of. Then we have the War Chefs, pretty aggressive card, because obviously you want to be aggressive to be defensive, like, you know, the saying, like, the attack is the best defensive, like, you know. And so yeah, War Chefs can help you on getting the aggression or the trades that you need to get to the mid-range section of the deck. So yeah, pretty solid card, a nice body to have also, 2 mana, 2/3, pretty solid. Then you have Calling Strike. This is an insane card to run on Singleton. If you ever draw this, you can like remove a Heimerdinger, which you're gonna be seeing, because we have the Noxus built over burn Singleton version. So yeah, they run Heimerdinger most of the times, or even a Teemo. It's true that you lose mana by removing the Teemo, but yeah, you can, or that's a real, for example, it's very important to remove that. So yeah, Calling Strike a must-have. Then we have the Dawn Speakers. This is pretty iffy, but yeah, the possibilities to gain even +2/+2, so if you only have 2 other allies into play with the Dawn Speakers, is insane. This basically becomes a 3 mana, 3/6, and from there on, already it's very nice, but from there on, if this gets more activations, that's bonkers. So yeah, but still pretty iffy because we don't have so many synergies to work this again. But still, since this is mainly like mostly like an expedition, it seems. So yeah, you're gonna be taking more most of the times value trades here and there. So you know, it's pretty still easy to activate the Dawn Speakers even without the synergies and stuff. Then we have Draven. Again, as for the Lucian, it's a very nice body to have for like only the stats. 3 mana, 3/3, quick attack, which gives you a card that can, even the fact that you only have the spinning axe in hand can make your opponent think that they shouldn't be taking a trade. For example, they will not be blocking a Draven with a 4 health guy, because they know that you can play the spinning axe on the Draven and take the value trade. So yeah, just by having the threat of playing the spinning axe, your opponent is gonna be taking so many bad trades and stuff, or taking much more damage in. So yeah, pretty nice card to have. Then we have the Fuhrer, very nice card to have, a removal that can trade, for example, a 2 mana for 2/3. So if you look at it, you are basically summoning a 3/1 for only 1 mana, because you're trading their 2/1. The 2/3, sorry, the 2 drop. So yeah, with Challenger, so this can trade even later on. So yeah, pretty powerful card. You can shield it, make it challenge stuff with single combat, or we're gonna be seeing later the where is it? Where is this card? The Willing Death. Okay. So yeah, very nice card to have. Then we have the Iron Ballista, nothing crazy going on here. 3 mana for 3 Overwhelm, very nice body, aggression, can take trades, so yeah, a good card. Then we have Katarina. Again, this is kinda strange because you're losing most of the time's tempo when you're playing this card, but still is a nice card to have when you basically also want like a 1 mana damage with the Blade's Edge. You can play Katarina to do that, so this is basically a 4 mana 3/2 quick attack, which either deals damage and then gives you a powerful tool later on that you can activate the rally when you need it, and also can take a removal for 1 damage if you need it. So yeah, pretty like versatile card more than aggressive, because again, we can't really build a synergy on the deck. Then we have the Lawrence Protige, pretty nice card, 3 mana, deal 2 to what you can, and basically leave a body behind, very very powerful. Then we have Noxian Fervor to finish off the game with the burn if you need it, or to obviously take a removal. We run a pretty expensive card, and also which has a huge amount of health, like for example the Garen, which has also regeneration on top of that. So yeah, most of the times Noxian Fervor is not gonna remove one of yours, one of your cards, and still remove one of theirs. So yeah, very, very powerful card. Then Noxian Guillotine. We don't have many synergies with that, obviously, but when if this ever gets 2 activations that you can kill 2 of their stuffs, that's already insane. Removing 2 cards for 1, it's an insane value. So just for the opportunity to do that, it's a must-have, the Noxian Guillotine. Then we have the Reckless Felon, nothing really going on here. A very nice body to have. Unfortunately, this can't block, obviously, that's the drawback, so you can't play defensively, and this will not help you to reach the like the mid-range section of the deck, but just by attacking, most of the times your opponent is gonna block the Regeneration Felon, because 5 damage is a lot. And so most of the times you're gonna be seeing that you can take two of their cards out with one card, which is the Regeneration Felon. So yeah, that's a very nice card to have. Then we have Relentless Pursuit. This is for later on, when you have already a pretty huge board and you have gained value over time, you have big bodies in, you play the Relentless Pursuit, and that's basically a good game. Then we have the Senna. Obviously this synergizes with Lucian, but more than that is just because a 3 mana for 2 quick attack is a very nice body to have, and so that's why. Obviously if you get the Lucian combo, that's insane. Then we have the Vanguard Redeemer, 3 mana, 3/3, draw a card basically every time that you check. Obviously, you're gonna be playing it when one of your allies dies, but yeah, when you do, that's a 3 mana 3/3 draw 1, so that's very good card. Vanguard Serpent, again, this generates value, so you want to do that with a mid-range deck, generate value, tempo, and so yeah, both of those, a 3 mana 3/3 is fine on itself. Consider that a 3 mana 3/4 is viable, the Loyal Badger Beer. So yeah, we don't run that card because that doesn't provide so much value. But like keep in mind that a 3 mana 3/4 is viable. So a 3 mana 3/3 which throws you a card which is not that bad is very insane on the value aspect. Then we have the Willing Death, again pretty much good synergies with Fuhrer and Garen. But again, it's just a nice trick to have, again, generates value, and so yeah. Then we have the Grizzled Ranger. This is an insane value card, 4 mana 3/1 Scout, which summons a 3/4, so on stats this is a 6/5, yeah, for 4 mana, that's pretty huge. Then we have the Lawrence Chevalier, again, value, because you're gonna remove one of their stuff for 3. And you're gonna generate 1 more card into your hand, so yeah, that's the definition of value. And also pretty much also tempo, because you're removing the tempo out of your opponent by taking the trade. So yeah, this is tempo and value, very nice card. Obviously if you chain it off with a Reposter, since it's near to the Lawrence Chevalier, that's insane, because this is kept alive, and so that you can generate even 1 more card. The Repost is a nice trick to have. Obviously this can make one of your cards which is weaker take a trade for a stronger one, and also leave it behind, because this gives barrier. So yeah, Repost is very nice. It's a very nice card to have. Then Trifarian Assessor is for those games when you go for the aggressive stance of the deck, and then you start to push like 1 or 2 5 attack cards, like the Garen, and we see all the rest of the deck basically is gonna be having 5 or more attacks. So you are gonna have the activators for this card. And as I was saying, when you run out of fuel, when you're the aggressor, and you start like playing even 1 or 2 5-man attacks, but your hand is empty, then playing the Trifarian Assessor, which if it is 4 mana for 3 draw 1, it's already okay. 4 mana for 3 draw 2, it's insane value. So yeah, you can recover, you can like refuel when you go for the aggressive strategy. Then we see the Garen, 5 mana, 5/5 regeneration. So yeah, like this is the most valuable champion in the deck, probably. And yeah, nothing much really to say about it. It's just a very nice card. Then we have the Caro de Harm, 5 mana, 4/4, real support, give my support ally +3/+0 and overwhelm this round. Pretty nice body on its own. The +3/+ and overwhelm can synergize with the Trifarian Assessor, because a 2 attack card can become a 5 attack card for the Trifarian Assessor, and yeah, that's basically it. Then we have the Radiant Guardian. This is like to recover against aggressive decks. Playing a Radiant Guardian against a burn aggro version of the, like a more diluted one with Noxus and Piltover is basically a good game. 5 mana of lifesteal is insane. Then Swiftwing Lancer, again a challenger, so you remove tempo out of your opponent, and Last Breath create a random elite in hand, so value, and this is a very nice card to have. Armored Tusk Rider, this is more into the aggressive stance of the deck, but still value, because this can't be traded or blocked with 4 attack or less cards, really, because they don't damage the Armored Tusk Rider. So yeah, very nice card. Citra the Bold, this is a staple in Demacia like Demacia only decks, which we see in standard, so obviously it's also powerful in Singleton. So yeah, Darius, because yeah, this can finish the game off. Darius is the big axe guy, so yeah, 10 mana on the face when your opponent is already at 10 or less can most of the time end the game. So yeah, very nice card to have. Minotaur Reckoner, 6 mana, 6/6. The stats line is fine on itself. Then we have Run the Start, Stun the weakest enemy. So this basically, even if it is the weakest, you still remove one blocker. So look at it, if you play this card and you have six attackers, they have only 5 blockers with this card. So already you know that one of your cards is going in. So yeah, pretty nice card to have. And then we have Reckoning. This is where when you play the Reckoning, it's basically a good game. An aggro can't recover from the Reckoning, because you can even slap it pretty early, because you can have the... what's the name? It's pretty hard to look at all the cards, because you have 40 to look at. What's the name? Let me just pick it. Yeah, the Fuhrer and Guardseeker. You can basically bank your mana on the first 2 turns, so that you have 3 already into the bank. Then on the 4th turn, you can't play both because the combo costs 7, but you can like play the Fuhrer and Guardseeker and another 2 mana. Obviously, you can do also that on the 2nd turn. You can play something else on the 2nd turn. Then on the 3rd turn, you play the Fuhrer and Guardseeker and you bank 1, so you still have 3 into the bank, and that is probably the best order, because on turn 2 you're gonna be shielding something. So yeah. And then on the starting at turn 4, you can already remove the board with the Fuhrer and Guardseeker and the Reckoning combo. So yeah, pretty powerful combo to do. But if you don't go for that, then you can like play more smoothly. Play a 5 attack on turn 5, like Garen, Cut to the Arm, Red and Guardian, Swifting Lancer. We have a lot of them, and then go on turn 6 for the Reckoning, and this will generate even more value most of the times. Then we have the very big boys, the game winners. We have the Judgment to, again, another board clear, and this is also fine for mid-range matchups. This basically is a good game if your opponent can't respond to that. Then we have Tiana Kronguard, again a very huge card to rally another time when you already know that your opponent boards is empty. You can push the win, or you can attack when you don't have the turn to attack and take your opponent off guard of a surprise attack. And then we have the Bright Seal formation. Basically, if you play this card, you win the game. There is nothing to do about this. Probably if you are playing against Shadow Islands, they can run the Ruination, but other than that, there is no going back. When you play the Bright Seal formation, you won the game. So yeah, that's it for the deck, that's it for this video. Hope you liked it and found it useful, and as always, see ya!